So I'm heading to Corunna right now to meet up with my buddy JR and his girlfriend Danielle. And we're heading into Sarnia to ride in the first annual Cruise for Carter, which is a charity ride to raise money for autism awareness. Hopefully we get a good turnout. Curious to see how many people come out for it. It's always hard on the first one with something. People don't know about it as well. I was hoping a few more of our crew would have come out today, but apparently some people have more important things to do than ride motorcycles. Like, you know, raise their children and work, I guess. I never remember whether I need to turn left or right here. I'm gonna guess it's left. Nope, it's right. And I'm probably late. They're probably there already. Yep. Am I late? How's it going?
Bad. Nice day out.
Yeah, not too hot for a change.
What do you got here?
It's a microphone. I'm a Sportster, of course I need fuel. Looks like we got a few bikes. This should be all right. Turned out to be a really good turnout. It's like one of the local MCs brought their whole crew out here. They're up front leading it. And this ride actually ends in the town I live in, so it's kind of handy for me. Contrast in scenery on this route is amazing. Right now we're going through an area that's called Chemical Valley, just on the south end of Sarnia. That's where all the oil refineries and chemical plants are. Looks like something out of a science fiction movie, especially at night with lights all over it. How's it going? So we go from this kind of stuff, and immediately as soon as we turn the bend up there, it's like cottage country. Nice little homes all along the river. And it's a beautiful ride down this road. Takes about, I guess, about an hour to do the whole thing. That's what we're doing today. So just like that, we're in chemical plants and oil refineries to now we're right on parks and stuff along the river. And that is the United States across the river. I love riding on this road. I could take this route to work every day. It'd take me about an hour and a half as opposed to 40 minutes. When I'm on the river, I think that's worth getting up early and leaving early for. But then when I get up in the morning, it doesn't seem so worth it. Yeah, it really sucks that so many of the charity rides got canceled this year because of COVID. Especially the ones that support a lot more of the smaller, more local charities, because they kind of rely on things like that. We did get out on one last weekend up in Owen Sound. It's called Bomb the Bruce. We went up for the whole weekend, camped out there. And they did it kind of different because of COVID. They didn't, they made it a self-directed ride instead of one big group ride like this one. So everybody just kind of went in their own little groups and did the rides in packs. Which at first I was kind of disappointed about because I like being in the middle of a big group of bikes, but I think it ended up, I liked it better. Because it was just our little crew, there were 13 of us, and it was a really nice route. It was a pretty challenging route though, actually, which surprised me a bit. Because you know, a ride like that, anybody's welcome to join it, no matter what their experience level is. And we were sitting in the parking lot at Fox Harley Davidson, which is where the ride started. And like we saw two guys go down just turning out of the parking lot in about the 10 minutes that we were there. I'm curious how they navigated some of those turns that were on that route, because some of them were pretty tight. And this one, like I said, is in support of autism awareness. The guy who organized it, his grandson is autistic, and so all the proceeds from today are going to the center that helps his grandson out. And he only made it $10 for the ride, so I know a couple of us gave him 20, because it should be at least 20 for a charity ride, I think, right? It doesn't really sound like there's too many more planned for this year. Some of them I think were a little premature in canceling, and they're not until August or September. This guy in the Corvette's kind of being a dick. He's not letting room for people to pass him. It's just beautiful along here. And you do hit a couple more little industrial pockets along the way. Actually, I guess that place is abandoned. It'd be a lot of fun to explore in there. Should come back and do that sometime. This is pretty quick for this kind of a ride. I like it. This is the best part, I think. It's so close to the water. Yeah, it would suck to live down here, huh? I don't know, it wouldn't be so great. You have to walk across the road to get to your dock, to your boat. It sounds exhausting. I think this is the last we see of the river for the rest of it. Come on. Guess I was wrong. Back on the river. Now I think we're done with the river. And the speed limit's up. And our speed is down. turn into Wallaceburg, where I live. We're supposed to be stopping at the Big Chief Drive-In restaurant for lunch, but I don't know if we're going to or not. With all the COVID regulations on everything with this many people, it'll probably take 3 hours before you get anything to eat. We'll stop anyway. Hang out a bit. Too long a wait here to get anything, so we're gonna head over to Chuck's Roadhouse. Plus it's not licensed here, so we can grab a beer at Chuck's. It was a good ride. They ended up having, I think he said, about 50 bikes, which is pretty good for the first year. And I guess a lot of people did give more than the 10 bucks, so they raised a good little chunk of change. The name of the place is Pathways in Sarnia. Yeah, beer sounds good right about now. Well, that's going to be it for this one. Talk to you guys later.